Well, I don't think you'll find a much more convincing win or performance from Wolves all season. What a win. Wolves won, Burnley nil, joined with Ewan. Ewan, how's it going, man?
I'm very good after that game. Very
Yeah,
good.
good, man. I'm Dave, by the way. I didn't introduce myself at the start of the video. We're back here. We're talking Wolves match review. As we say, Wolves won, Burnley nil. We did a preview earlier in the week, me and Ewan, and obviously we said how different this game would be. A little bit more difficult. Burnley, quite a structured team. We predicted quite a low-scoring game, which it was. But Ewan, I think it was a little bit, I don't want to say easier, but it was a lot more straightforward, I think, than what we probably expected. Burnley didn't really fret us at all, did they?
No, I thought Burnley were really quite poor. I think they're going to struggle this season if they don't improve.
Mm.
Yeah, I think the first half we really came at them. The first sort of 10-15 minutes, I thought we were excellent. We came out the traps flying. Costa had a great game in that first half, especially. Yeah, we just looked really positive. And then obviously when Adama came on in the second half, I mean, the guy just tears players to shreds, doesn't he, sometimes? But yeah, like we said, it was a more physical game. They had players like Barnes and when they brought Chris Wood on as well.
Yeah.
But I thought Cody especially did really well reading the game. Bolly was excellent as well, and I thought Bennett was good again. And Johnny Otto, sorry, the fullback position was really good as well. He was a really good
I
player.
think everyone was on there, as we say.
Yeah,
Like,
top
I
class.
fully expected Burnley to cause us more issues, but they just couldn't. Even, they're playing these long balls. They could never get the flick on or the second ball. I mean, we're looking at the stats. Wolves, as we probably expect throughout most of the season, having a lot more of the ball. 59% possession to Burnley's 41. 30 shots, which is like a shot every 3 minutes on average, which is almost like it's ridiculous. And no doubt, obviously, that is the most shots Wolves have recorded in a Premier League game.
Yeah.
It's probably the most that we're going to get all season. Unfortunately, only 7 on target, but we got the one that mattered, obviously. Plenty of corners as well. But overall, such a strong performance from Wolves, as we say, Ewan. But let's focus quickly on the man that came off the bench, Leo Bonatini, the curious case of Leo.
Yeah.
Top goal scorer for a big part of last season. Obviously, Jota pipped him at the end. But he just, even today, he's getting in the right positions, but he just can't find the finish, can he?
No, he really. Well, I think obviously we both sit in the South Bank, and from my perspective, he really does divide opinions in there. You have some people when he comes on the pitch, they're like Leo, Leo, and then others saying, "Oh, why has he come on? Like he can't hit a barn door, whatever." So I personally would really like him just to score a goal and just to see what he does for his confidence, because we saw that assist he did for Adama last week, and he seemed to play really well that last sort of 10 minutes. I do think he links up well with the players up front, especially with Adama, like I said, when he come on. But he did have that one good shot that was cleared off the line, I think, by a header. That I felt if that had gone in, he maybe would have spurred him on a bit more. But no, he does divide opinions. But for me personally, I still like him. I still think he's got a bit of a job in the squad.
I mean, you say it there. He came on against West Ham, and he produced the assist for the goal. But I was saying to my friend there, I was like, well, he's getting in the right positions. On another day, he could have had a hat trick. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
He said, sarcastically, I could get in the right positions and score. I was like, all right then. But yeah, he was getting in the right positions. The team were fine there. I think he was just at times trying a little bit too hard to make it easier for himself. He was taking touches where maybe he should have shot first time.
He does do that, doesn't he? He receives the ball and always takes that touch. I don't know if he brings it onto his other foot, but he always takes that touch, which I do think sometimes he just hits it first time.
I think he was trying to, especially one or two times where he was getting the ball and trying to maybe take the touch to get it sort of a clearer shot on goal.
Yeah, just to take it past.
There's a crowd in front of him, but obviously there's going to be a crowd in front of Joe Hart as well. So if he does get that shot away, you never know what's going to happen. And I think a lot of fans would rather him have a shot and it get blocked than sort of dribble into trouble and dribble into trouble and lose the ball. But enough about Leo. That's probably for us, like shot wise, only converting 1 of 30 shots is probably the only downfall of today's game. But performance wise, we're absolutely fantastic. We're looking at some of the stats here that I've seen on the BBC website. I mean, out of Burnley's point of view, no disrespect to them, they were very, very poor, poorer than a few Championship sides, or probably most Championship sides that I'd seen. And there were plenty, honest to God, there was at least 5 or 6 people saying we should have been winning 4, 5 or 6-0 when I was walking back. But it's Burnley's worst top flight start for 91 years in obviously the top division. Their worst start since 1927 to 28, which is pretty mad. Wolves have only lost one of their last 24 games now at Molineux. I'd imagine that was Forest back in, was it February time? Which is pretty crazy. And Matt Doherty's last 4 goal involvements have all come at home, 2 goals and 2 assists. Talking about Matt Doherty, Ewan, could have grabbed a goal, but other than that, got an assist and a very strong performance from him, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was brilliant today. I think that partnership with Traore when he comes on, I think that is really special. And I think because obviously they both like to get forward a lot, obviously they're going to both help each other out. And I think especially in that second half when Adama comes in, because maybe Doherty's a little bit is sort of tired and he can't get up the pitch as much. That overlap with Traore is going to be crucial in some of these games. But no, he could have had that goal as well when he sort of burst into the box, little 1-2. It was a dreadful effort, but you gotta let him off for that. I think he had a great game personally.
Yeah, I mean, even I know you mentioned Adama, even with Costa, I think Costa and Adama, it's strange in the fact that when Doherty has the ball sort of on the wing, Costa sort of wants to run in behind and get to the byline, whereas Adama, which we've seen before, sort of doesn't do that. He sort of stands basically still and sort of waiting for the ball to come to him. So they both offer something different, and I think at times that's what Burnley couldn't quite get their head around. But I mean, the front three in general, Jota did what he needed to do. I think he was unfortunate. He had the chance early on in the game where Bardsley made the mistake, early on in the second half rather, where Bardsley made the mistake. He went through on goal. I think the Diogo Jota of last season may have buried that one.
Exactly what I said to my friend. Yeah, exactly.
And then he obviously cut it back to Jimenez. It wasn't the best of balls, but obviously Jimenez put it over the bar. But again, the goal itself, the assist came from that right-hand side with Doherty. Ball in, it's a lovely little finish from Jimenez to hit the far post and go in. But Joe Hart for Burnley, Ewan, kept them in the game for the majority of the game, didn't he?
He was brilliant. He really was. Especially that first half. I tweeted it at half-time and I put, I'm not sure if my view isn't great, or did Joe Hart just make 3 incredible saves, or were we just being not clinical enough? I haven't seen it back yet, but I think he did just make 3 or 4 brilliant saves. No, he was really good. He seems like his distribution still isn't great. That's what I said in the ground. I said, whenever he gets a goal kick, he looks almost nervous, I feel, when he takes a goal kick. So I do think that his distribution could definitely improve. But from last season, I think he definitely looks better from what we've seen today.
Yeah, I mean, he's out there to prove a point. He's got a permanent contract now, rather than obviously being chucked out on loan. As an England fan point of view, obviously it's good for Gareth Southgate. It gives him a bit of a dilemma, and I think with his performance today, and if he can carry on with that, he's going to have decent competition maybe again for Jordan Pickford. It looked like he enjoyed himself out there at times as well, as you said, talking to the fans. And I saw him with Jimenez a few times, and even when we scored, you saw him. You look away after the celebration. He's at the halfway line, like trying to drill it into.
He's passionate, isn't he? He's definitely passionate. I think he can see that Burnley are on a bit of a slope, and he wants to be the voice to put it right, even if he's not the captain.
Yeah, but as I say, without Joe Hart, if he was any other goalkeeper on another day, we may well have been 3 or 4-0 up. A fantastic performance overall from Wolves. If you guys let us know your thoughts, who did you think the best player was? Obviously, we've mentioned a few. Neves, Martinho, again, an absolutely fantastic partnership in the middle, working well again. Again, there was always doubts about those two. Were they too lightweight for the Premier League? But they're proving how good they can be. The back five, almost, faultless today. Fantastic performance. But as I say, let us know your thoughts. If you enjoyed the game, who is your man of the match? What did you think overall? Ewan, thanks for joining me again.
No worries.
And we'll be back this time, not this time next week, a bit earlier, sometime this week for the preview of the big match against Manchester United at Old Trafford. Can't wait to be there as well for that one. But guys, in the meantime, make sure you smash the like button down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. All our social media links are down in the description, and obviously mine and Ewan's Twitter as well. But until next time, guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'm sure we'll see you all very, very soon.